We're hitting staggering numbers. Yesterday we had 15, today we got 10 more. We're at 25. One of which is a 7-year-old child, first grader, and we'll be addressing that. I don't want to put out the school district yet, until we can inform the superintendent and the health department can do their mapping and tracking. We're monitoring 125 people under mandatory quarantine, and now we're up to 450 people under precaution quarantine. As we're working and mapping and tracking everything, it makes it difficult. We're out there trying to do our job, but one of the things that I have talked to Liza about, and we're going to be working with Governor Cuomo and his team, and I commend the governor for his leadership on this that we need in this state of New York and in this nation. We're going to be talking about probably closing everything down by the end of the week. We're going to be working with everyone, the different businesses that are left open, because these numbers are going to stagger. And it will get to a point where we're just going to do Skype or Facebook Live and report back to you. People here need to know our numbers are rising quickly. There's still a lot more tests we got coming in. There's going to be a lot more people infected as we continue to go on. Again, because of the aggressive testing that we're doing here and Albany Med's doing under the leadership of our health department and state health department and the governor's office, unfortunately, we continue to grow. We still have one person in the hospital that we're dealing with, and a variety of other issues that we have to talk about. And I've been driving around the county and seeing how people are interacting, if they're keeping the social distance from each other, and it's not happening. Even after the governor's order last night to shut certain businesses down to outside traffic at 8 o'clock, there were still places people were walking into and food establishments. I say to everyone, listen, we have to remain calm. We're going to get through this. We're New Yorkers. We get through everything that's been thrown at us. But you have to abide by what we're trying to tell you and the seriousness of this situation that we're in. One of the things that we are trying to address is, hey, kids are home for a reason, parents, not to be out in the streets playing, not to be going to the playgrounds. They can if they're separated. The governor left the parks open, but social distance. Kids spread germs. And it was alarming when Liza called me last night and we found out that there was a 7-year-old kid. Because as everyone knows that 20% usually kids get it and don't know they have it. The other ones get it and they get through it. So this is something that we're going to be tracking in other situations that are going on, that the two churches, chasing down the parishioners from the two churches, people they had contact with. It's getting to the point, and Liza will talk about this, that it's going to be too difficult to map and track. It really is. So my advice to everyone is keep your social distance, go out, get fresh air, go running, walk your pets, get out there, but don't go into confined areas with a lot of people. And that's why one of the reasons why we will be addressing, working with the governor's office, that we will be working with them on about mass closing of a lot of things, to be proactive. I'm not trying to be reactive. I'm trying to be proactive. And again, I commend Dr. Whalen on her decision making, and it helps me decide what direction we're going into. We want to stop the spread or slow it up to the best of our ability. But the numbers we're getting and the leaps and bounds we're taking versus any other county has been alarming. And again, it's going to continue to be alarming. If you have any questions, please, the 911 system, don't bog it down. We have the call center at 211 with United Way. That's 211, very easy. Or the state hotline to ask any of these questions that you have or you read online, 1-888-364-3065. And that's 1-888-364-3065. It's time for all Albany County residents and Capital District to come together, united in a partnership. And the only way we're going to do that is if people obey what we're trying to put out there. You know, you just saw San Francisco last night shut down an entire city. We're headed that way, and please be prepared, be kind to your neighbor, and take care of one another, and that's what we need to do right now. But Dr. Whalen.
Thank you, County Executive McCoy. As the County Executive has just let you know, we had an additional significant number of cases added on to our numbers last night. And yesterday in the conference, I believe I shared with all of you that this was likely expected as we were seeing larger numbers. When we start to examine these cases, we are finding that the vast majority of them did not have contact with other cases. So it's not like we're seeing definitive clusters or discrete clusters of illness. It is really more likely that this is being widespread throughout the community. As such, it's important for everyone in the community to know that they have an individual responsibility to help us in this public health fight. And the way that they can help us is by staying home. The way that they can help us, the way that you can help us, is to wash your hands, to protect your children. I have children myself, and they are off these 2 weeks, and I know that what they want to do most is share the time they have off with their friends. It is simply not safe to do so. We have to encourage children to stay at home. There are a multitude of online resources that have been posted to assist families with finding things to do with their children who are bored. And I would advise parents out there to pursue those. We are in, as I've said for the past week, unprecedented times. This is an unprecedented situation, and it calls for a unified approach at an individual level. So again, I will urge everyone to follow the advice that we've been giving you since we started talking about this in terms of protecting your own health and protecting the health of others. Thank you.